The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check mash. Come on. Check. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Check up.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Once again, it's Jeanty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Ready up. Panther 60. 18. Pioneer. Cup 19.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. Check Bobcat. 19 tight. Scope.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Amari Barno. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. This unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
And it's 79 Broncos, 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18.
They'll set up a throw. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll run straight ahead with Genty. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop. The Packers in trouble to start play, 6 and 8 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Cowboy 80. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Warrior 70.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Ready. 60 Bison, 60.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the drive will continue after the conversion on 4th. They'll work from the 20 on first down. Now a toss left side, Genty. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Let's go now. Bronco 80. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
So, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Go! Cougar 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Richardson off the play fake. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's go. Alert. Alert. Ready, ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. It's a spot right at midfield at the 50. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Here we go. Check.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. Off play action, Richardson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Ready, go.
Here's Richardson to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Richardson going on 4th down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Now he's going to step up and run. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical, picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
He'll look to throw. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Trap 60, trap 60.
7-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw here. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw again. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
Back to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
8-yard loss on the play.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 12.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Cup 19, Cup 19. Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Richardson. And he's got his big tight end here. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd down and 4. Quick throw completed by Richardson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A yard, all they need, but it's third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Practice.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 60 Wildcats. 60.
Richardson yet again. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Bears 14, Packers 3. Jake Elliott set to
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out. So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Buffalo 18.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Loose inside the 30. Christian Watson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 65 yards. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. They go play action with Richardson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 54 yards.
Well, he already had a big receiving game working, and it's going to get a lot better here. Defensively, they're fortunate this is not a touchdown. But he's just been absolutely unstoppable, and he comes up with yet another gigantic play.
Trap 50, trap 50. Cup 19, cup 19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Ashton Jeanty, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. What's good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. 16. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's complete. He's got Tootin.
So no gain on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage.
A great effort there. A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns.
And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Back to throw now. First down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Okay, ready? Hey, check that.
Here's a give up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Bashal Tutin, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they're kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
18, Pioneer. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Panther 11. 18, Rattler. Dragon 60. Ready?
They'll drop the throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Let's go.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Richardson. That's complete to his rookie second-round pick.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
The 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Let's go.
Richardson looking to throw this.
As they man again, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game.
Okay, break. Buffalo 18. Here we go. Stack. Cougar 19.
And Richardson back to throw it. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find it.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Bashal Tutin
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
First and 10.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Big Lion. Ready for this? Ready.
On the give, Genty.
Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Back to Genty on first down. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Hey, check that, streak. Come on, set.
They'll go again with Genty.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
60 Bison. Check, smash. Check. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to Genty.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
19 tight. 18 rattler. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At the 25-yard line.
So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
Bronco 18, Pioneer. Ready, right?
Now back to throw.
And tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, good move. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Genty. 20! Down to the 10.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score. With all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And it's good, but it's also a little consequences. This game is over. But on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there.